Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Confidence Mindset with Amanda. And today I just want to talk quickly about a recent post that I posted in my community tab about the idea of saying your affirmations in a way that you are being your affirmations. So in the post I had said live, move, and have my being to start your affirmations with. And I want to go into why I made this post. So, the reason why we want to be saying that we are being our affirmations is because when we are manifesting a totally different reality, we have to be disidentifying with the old reality. And the way that we disidentify with it, obviously, is identifying with a new reality. We cannot manifest a whole different life if we are living with two identities. So we have to become the new identity. And yes, we do this with I am this and I am that, but we want to be walking the walk as well too. So being your affirmation, so being the person who has what it is that you want, because even when you look at the likes of Dr. Joe Dispenza, this is what he is talking about in his meditations. So you're being this person in that moment in time who has what it is that they want. And he even says himself that when you come out of the meditation, you also have to be the person who is now identifying as this new personality, because that's what we're doing when we are wanting to change circumstances around and we want to change our lives around. It's because we want to disidentify with what has already unfolded and we want to re-identify with a new personality. And this is not to say that we're not going to get triggered along the way, because we're human. Of course we are. We look to the 3D for validation, but when we look to the 3D for validation, what are we looking to the 3D for? This is the question that we want to be asking ourselves. Why are we looking to the 3D for validation when it's not the 3D that we are creating? Because the 3D is the old familiar past, as Dr. Joe Dispenza will call it. And you have to get into this new way of being, of embracing the uncertainty of the future. So this means that every moment is brand new, which I said in my post as well too. But because every moment is brand new, you get to decide what identity that you are going to identify in the next moment. And in this present moment in time, then, as you do this, you are creating the future. So it's not about predicting the unfolding of manifestations and things like that. It's the creation process, and that's what we are doing as we are consciously manifesting, because we're consciously manifesting. So we're keeping our awareness, we're keeping our conscious on the thoughts and focusing on our awareness on what it is that we want to experience. And this is how we are becoming then everything that we are affirming for, because then we want to get into the idea of looking at the 3D and saying, well, if it's not resonating with what I want, well then it's not real, because it's not real anyway. Really, we're striving to be living in the 40, 50 dimension, because this is where we are creating our future with all love, all joy, all bliss, all abundance, and everything that is in harmony with the universe. Now, because we are creating and we are coming into harmony with ourselves, universe, God, source, everything that is all pure bliss, joy, abundance, and all the goodness of life, we have to have a certain level of being able to let go, because we're letting go of the old familiar past. So we're letting go of the old familiar past. We're walking in to a new identity. And so this is why when we are affirming for things, we want to be affirming for them, knowing that this is who we are now. This is our story. And you do this by being it. You're walking the walk as well as talking the talk. And that is why I brought up that post the other day of saying your affirmations in a way that you are being them. So it's like, I live, move, and have my being as this person. Because as you are saying this, you are decreeing it to yourself that this is who I am now. And I got that actually as a passage from, is it the Bible? I live, move, and have my being in God. But because I just look up quotes and stuff like that resonate with a spiritual aspect, because I find when I connect to my spiritual aspect, I am feeling more elevated in my level of consciousness. And I wanted to bring that idea up, that when you are looking to the 3D for validation, that is just you're looking for validation from your past self. So that is why it's never relevant to what it is that you are manifesting, because you cannot exist in two identities. You have to become the new identity with saying your affirmations, because over a period of time of saying your affirmations, they are seeping into your subconscious mind. It's becoming unconscious for you then to show up as this person. Unknown to yourself, you start showing up as this person who has everything that they want through the repetition. You're creating through your thoughts, but getting into that idea of walking the walk as well too is getting you into, it's like practicing for a role of a movie or a play. You're getting into the character, and that's what we are doing when we are consciously manifesting, because we're keeping conscious, we're keeping our awareness on what it is that we want, we're keeping our focus on what it is that we want. And when we fall down and when we have anxieties and things like that, it's only from looking for validation on the 3D. So this is what we can remind ourselves. We can say, well, hang on a second, these aren't real. This is not to discredit now what we go through with our feelings and stuff. Always validate your feelings and emotions, because we are human and we're always going to have these. Even if we have everything that we want, that doesn't mean that everything is going to be 100% perfect or figured out 24/7, because that is, it's unrealistic really. But it's how we respond, and we respond through the creation process. And the creation process is knowing and deciding and trusting and believing in ourselves that we can decide in every new moment to be this new identity, and then we become it. It's a learning kind of way of being this new identity as well too. So I just wanted to bring that up to kind of clarify that community post, and to bring another kind of perspective into why we never need to be looking at our 3D for validation, because 3D, you could say, is all old thoughts and assumptions that are playing out. And your new way of thoughts, your new assumptions, your new identity is going to start conforming then in your 3D reality as well too. So thank you so much for listening, and I will chat to you soon.